What up, guys? Your boy D'Anthony. I'm my boy Don here.
Yeah.
And we're Break Room Bliss. Thank you guys for watching. So as you guys know, it's already rules on the channel. We make you laugh or smile even a little bit. Go ahead and hit that like button, okay? And that's going to happen. So you might as well, even before that happens, just go ahead and hit the like just in advance because it's going to happen. And if we make you think or you disagree, go ahead and comment. And I will let you know why you are wrong. Unless you write this long paragraph. I don't have time to read all that, okay?
Yeah.
Your opinions don't really matter that much, okay?
I'll write back, and I'll write twice as long.
All I'm gonna write is, I don't care.
No, K.
You're wrong. No, but if, you know, within reason, I will respond. I like to have the dialogue with fans, or maybe not fans.
Right.
Because we might not like what you like, okay? It is not a rule on YouTube that we have to like what you like, okay? Okay. And if you want to see our beautiful faces every week, go ahead and hit that notification bell. Because you know you love it. You know you like us, okay?
Oh, damn.
And, and you see our faces every week, alright?
Cool.
Alright, so we went to go see Venom.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk about it. I've heard some bad things, some good things.
Right, mixed reviews.
But we were excited either way.
Right.
You know, and we're going to go see it either way. We don't really care about, you know, well, you guys should care about what we say, but we don't really care about what other people say. Right. Because we're doing it for you, okay?
I know.
We want to save you some money. Or, you know, to give you a good experience. Yeah. So, we went to go see it. Who we got in that?
So, we got Tom Hardy, of course. He plays Venom. Eddie Brock. We have Michelle Williams. And we have Riz Ahmed. And
I liked Riz. As far as his acting, I thought he was a very charismatic character.
He had stage presence for sure. Yeah.
All right.
I felt like he executed his role pretty good.
Great villain. Yeah. Great intellectual villain.
Right.
Yeah. I guess we'll just jump into it.
What'd you think about the movie overall? All
right. So, graphic was okay. Storyline was very lacking for me. Mm-hmm. This is a not the first introduction, but it's his first time ever having his own movie. So I would have thought that they would have put a little bit more into the actual story arc. Mm-hmm. He was funny. Mm-hmm. I wasn't. So Tom Hardy in this character, he's not relatable to me. Right. He's not someone I would think it's cool or want to be like or anything like that. So it was hard to connect with him. Mm-hmm. The hero to villain complex was there, I guess.
Of course. Oh yeah.
But you know, I say I guess because Venom's already kind of villainous.
Right, yeah. So
it was kind of hard to really, you know, determine. It was kind of like, it wasn't really a villain. It was just kind of like two people going against each other.
Right, right.
So it wasn't really hero to villain.
They're stuck to each other, so.
Right. The story really, the action was okay. The action was okay. There was a lot of like long, drawn out action that kind of like
senseless action. It bores me actually.
Put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand what's going on. I mean, I do, but why is it so long?
Right.
You know, like
almost like Transformers.
Yes.
You know,
that's a very good comparison.
I got a vibe out of that. Like, all right, they're gonna be transmorphing and like flying around, and okay, let me know when they land, and the mission continues.
Right. Exactly. And for me, sometimes, especially with stuff that we've read as a kid, or I watched as a kid, the story is going to matter to me.
It very much matters. I mean, you already got a screenplay in a comic book, so just follow the screenplay almost, you know?
Right.
Throw your own little twist in there, but do it your way, you know?
But their way at the same time.
Right. Mostly theirs.
So if I had to, like, rate it, I'm probably going to give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars, you know, because... Well, we did get our Illuminati shirt. He had on a big old Illuminati shirt. Did you see that?
He definitely did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to me, there was no black people in it, no significant black people, and the only one that was really in it, he was tied up being tortured.
He was a test rat.
Right. He was a specimen.
Right.
So that bothered me a little bit.
Yeah.
So I can't give it any more. There was nothing that I could really connect with at all.
Right.
And the story just kind of lacks. So 2.5.
I feel you on that.
I don't rewatch value is a 0 for me.
Wow.
I have no need to rewatch it now. I will watch a sequel. It was interesting enough to watch a sequel. We'll talk about the end credits.
Right.
scene later.
Right.
But I will watch a sequel, but I will not rewatch this.
Right.
So,
I mean, the rewatch value, it's probably not that much. I'm going to give it probably one more rewatch when it comes to, like, Netflix or HBO or wherever it goes, just to make sure I didn't miss something, or, like, yeah. I mean, when you talk about, like, the CG was kind of, like, lacking, I felt. Like, it was kind of weird in a way that, like, you know, his suit, it was just very fake.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, every single time he was, like, throwing his suit around, it was just very, like... It didn't fit the scene and the lighting right. Like, they really tried to make it stand out, so it was hyper glossy all the time.
Yeah, and I think they did like a reshoots to make it a little lighter.
Okay.
Not as rated R.
Right.
To make it PG-13, and that was very noticeable.
And yeah, I wanted to say, like, I felt like if they were to stick to their guns, how they did with, like, the first Deadpool movie and Logan, and just do, like, this Venom rated R, I think they would have been cool. But for whatever reason, they wanted, you know, more of a fan base. But I think that took away a lot from this movie.
Disney's like, we're going to own you soon,
right?
So change it up.
Now, I'm not saying that there had to be a lot of blood or gore or anything like that. I don't really even like that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, if there were to make it rated R, they could have had a lot more maybe impactful, like, moments and scenes.
Yes.
Because there wasn't that. Like, I mean, there's a lot of gun shooting around and, like, he's flying around slamming people, but I didn't really feel that impactfulness.
No.
So and I feel like for that reason, these fight scenes weren't that, like, pivotal to me. I mean, it was just kind of bleh, all right, wake me up when it's done.
Right.
And yeah, just the storyline itself, that really was a downer for me. I love the storyline in the comics and what they kind of gave us in the third Spider-Man movie, where Spider-Man gets the black suit before Eddie Brock. And again, that all takes place in New York, and for some reason we're in San Francisco. So, I mean, it's like, what is going on here?
I didn't get that, but...
So, it's like they made their own origin story completely different, and I think it did take away from it. I mean, it took me out of the whole, like, wanting to see what's going on in San Francisco, whatever. If I had to rate it, I am going to give it a 2.5. This movie, it wasn't dramatic. I didn't connect with it. I felt like Eddie Brock was just this person that was going through these motions of things. And even when his life was, like, really, really getting down, I mean, he didn't show, like, his struggle. Like, I didn't feel for his character, really.
No.
I just felt like, okay, well, hurry up and put on the suit, you know? Let's get this show on the road. Maybe we'll see something cool, and it didn't get any better.
That's a good point, because he ends up losing his job and losing his
girl,
his woman.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to be, like, too down about it. He's just like, oh,
yeah.
I guess I lost her.
I think that what drives him, and especially in the comic books, is having that Spider-Man, because he blames Spider-Man for so much for all that. You know, Spider-Man, he took all those photos, he took his job, okay, I can't take photos here no more, this is his turf kind of thing now, you know, you took me out of my element. So, I mean, he is coming from a more angrier aspect, and that's what fuels the venom and his rage, and makes him strong, you know, so...
Yeah, and this one was more like self-destruction.
Right, it was self-destruction, yeah, yeah.
And it was like, well, that's your fault, bro.
Right.
Why'd you do that?
Exactly.
They warned you. And you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And you did it anyway.
Yeah.
So, oh well.
Right.
Get on the suit.
This is what happens, man.
Exactly.
Now, where's the aliens?
So, a lot of it just seemed like fluff and just kind of filler.
Filler. Yeah, it felt a lot of filler. I was just like, at a moment, I was like, okay, 6 months later, and this Asian lady finally got to the U.S. by walking here? Okay.
Oh, that's ridiculous. And... do we know what happened to her?
She walked into the bathroom and took a little girl.
And then
the little girl somehow broke into a high security lab, which everyone is getting into somehow.
Oh, I fell asleep, sorry. So
I think we're going to have a discussion about this right now, so stay tuned. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, so, alright guys, that's our review. You know what we said. Let us know what you guys thought. If this is accurate, does it make you want to go see it? Are you glad that we... you know, put all these points out there so that you don't go see it? I would say just wait. I don't see a need to really go. But there's nothing else really out, so I guess you could go.
Yeah.
But alright guys, I'm your boy D'Anthony.
Adan.
And we're Break Room Blues, baby.
Peace.
Peace.